A very good morning to all of you, my dear children. This is Mansi, your teacher for subject English. So I am ready with the second chapter of class 6 from subject English, and the name of the chapter is How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. Before going to the explanation, I would like to put a question here. Do you love to have a pet? Especially, do you love to have a pet dog? How do you feel? How do you enjoy the company of a dog? Do you feel that the dog is very faithful for you? Of course, a big yes. So there must be a reason behind all these questions. There must be a story. So in this chapter, we are going to get why the dog found very faithful for human beings. So without delay, let's get started. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. So once upon a time, dog was also living in the forest very freely as the wolves do. It was very free. It was free to do whatever it liked. But a dog took birth, and that dog was very ill-pleased with this way of living life. It was not at all happy that it was free. It wanted a master. Why it wanted a master? Let's see. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. So why the dog wanted a master? It was very tired. It was sick of finding food for himself, and also it was tired of getting frightened of other animals who were more powerful than it. So it was trying to have a master who can protect it from other ferocious animals. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. So finally the dog decides that it is going to have such a master who is the supreme in this on this earth, who is going to be the most powerful on this earth, and above whom no other animals can be. Okay, so he set out, that means he was all ready to find such a master. He walked and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. So finally, as he was walking, he met a kinsman of his. Kinsman means relative. Okay, somehow we see that the dog and the wolf look alike. That's why the word kinsman or relative is used here. So it was a big wolf who was looking very strong, as it was looking very fierce also. Fierce means violent and ferocious, very vigorous. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. I am looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf? To take up service with means become the servant of. So the wolf asks a question to the dog that where are you going? The dog answers that I am on the way to find my master. Are you going to be my master? Are you willing to be my master? The dog asks. I don't see why not, the wolf said, and thus agreed upon. The two of them went on together. They walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. When the wolf agreed to the proposal of the dog that he wanted the wolf to be its master, the wolf said, yes, I am going to be your master. I am your master from now. They were walking, and then suddenly the dog sees that the wolf sniffed. The wolf lifted his nose like this, and it started sniffing. Sniffing means to smell. Okay. So when it smelled something, he took a sudden back step and it started rushing into the deep forest. Okay, darted means here you can see moved quickly suddenly. Suddenly it started moving towards the deep jungle. Why? The dog was very surprised to see his master running into the bushes, running into the deep forest by frightening for somebody. Who is that animal? And by seeing what the wolf was getting frightened, let's see. What's come over you, master? He asked. What has frightened you so? Can't you see? There's a bear out there and he might eat up both of us, you and me. The dog asks a question. What made you so frightened? My dear lord, why are you rushing into the jungle? Then the bear replies that, can't you see? There's a big bear over there. If we go towards there, then definitely it is going to eat both of us. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him. And he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily. So then what happened? Then the dog thought that, oh my god, the bear is superior to the wolf. I must be with the bear, because the dog wanted that the superior animal should be its master. So the dog switched from wolf to the bear. So now he asked the bear to be his master, and the bear also agreed to this proposal. He said, okay, yes, from now onwards I am your master. And said, let's go and find a herd of cows. I'll kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill. So then the bear said, let's go to find something to eat. I'll kill a cow and we both will eat that. We both will share that. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows. But just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were moving loudly and running in a panic in all directions. So then they started to search the herd of cows, where they can get a lot many cows, and they can grab one and they can share that cow as their meat for that day. When they were going to that side, they stepped backward by hearing a noise. There was a ferocious noise over there. What was that? Even they saw that all of the cows are going, they are running to different directions by hearing that noise. So who was that? Who was making noise, making such a ferocious noise? Let's see. The bear looked out from behind a tree and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. The bear, frightfully, being behind a tree, he tried to see what was there, what was making the noise. And when he saw that thing, a particular animal, it also ran into the deep forest. So let's see which was that animal who was making all the other animals frightened. Now, why did I have to come here? Said he to the dog. It's the lion who rules the forest in these parts. The lion? Who is he? Don't you know? He is the strongest beast on earth. Then the bear went on telling that there is a lion over there. If it sees you and me, then it's going to definitely kill us. It is the ruler of this part of the forest. The lion is the supreme on the earth. It is the most powerful beast on the earth. Well, then I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. Then the dog says, then I have to bid a farewell to you, Mr. Bear. You are no longer my master, because I found some other animal who is superior to you. And my motive is to find a master for me who is the supreme, who sits on the top of all the animals, and you are not that. Obviously, the lion is more powerful than you. So, I'll go to the lion to give a proposal to him that I want him to be my master. And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. Finally, the dog decides to go to the lion, and he also puts the proposal of, befriending him and making him his master, his lord. The lion was also very happy, and very happily he accepted the proposal of being the master of the dog. He agreed, and then the dog served under him very, very faithfully for a long, long time. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared to touch the dog or offend him in any way. The dog was very happy to find the lion as his master, because there was no other animal in the forest who can offend the dog or who can insult the dog in any way, because he was with the most powerful animal in the forest. No other animal can dare to tell anything to the dog. I want to ask you that the dog was very, cunning, isn't it? It was very, it has a plan which could make him stay on the safer side of his life. Nobody can touch him, nobody can offend him, and nobody can even insult him. So let's see what happens. But the day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliffs, when all of a sudden the lion stopped. So one day both of them were walking along a path that ran amid bare cliffs. Cliffs here means, the large rocks, especially the rocks which we can find on the edge of the sea. On the seashore, there will be large, rocks. Those rocks are known as cliffs. So when both of them were walking side along the cliffs, all of a sudden the lion stopped. Again, the lion was frightful for something. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw with such a force that a hole formed there. So the lion was very frightful, and because of that fear for some animal on the side of the path, he gave his great effort in fear, and because of his effort which he was giving with his paw, there was a hole on the seashore sand. That means he was greatly fearful. He was totally frightened for something. So let's see, the supreme of all the animals in the forest is finding somebody very, ferocious. So let's see which is that animal. Then he began to back away very quietly. When he could see that some animal was there who was more ferocious than the animal, than the most powerful beast in the forest, he took back step. "What's it, master? Is anything wrong?" asked the dog, surprised. The dog is now very surprised to find his supreme master getting frightened over something. "I smell a man coming this way." The lion said, "We'd better run for it or we'll be in trouble." So the lion says that I could smell a man is coming that way. I could smell that there is a man there. And I am very frightful for the human beings. It can be a trouble for us. We are in a danger now. We should walk from this place. Otherwise, the man can be a great danger for us. We'll be in trouble. "Oh well, then I'll say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." Then, as usually, the dog says, "Then I'm going to bid a farewell to you, my dear Lord, oh lion. I don't want to stay with you because I don't feel you the supreme on the earth right now, because you are frightening. You are getting frightened of other animal, that is man. So obviously there is another animal who sits on top of you, and that is a man. I want that man as my master. Finally, the dog is thinking very, it is applying all his knowledge which he gained through this journey of making so many masters, and finally he is deciding that this is the man and no other animal could be the best master for the dog. And off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago, but to this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. So finally the dog goes to the human being, to that man who was there, and he asks the man to be his master. The man agrees to the proposal of the dog and makes the dog his servant. The dog starts serving under him so faithfully, and this happened long, long ago. And till now, till today, the dog serves to the human being as the most loyal and the most faithful servant ever. So this is the story behind why the dog serves under the human being so faithfully. I hope you